a good start. Let's try this again. All right, I'm not going to restart. We're just going to keep going. All right. Ladies and welcome. Oh, my goodness. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, welcome. It was a good start, isn't it? All right. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about chemical nomenclature. But today, we're going to talk about covalent molecules. All right. We're going to talk about, again, nomenclature is just a fancy word. Chemical nomenclature is the naming system for molecules. There is an international naming system on how to properly name this, and how to get the chemical formula this based from the name. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take the chemical formula, like one of these. I'm going to show you how to do it or turn it into a chemical name, like that, or to take the chemical name and put it into the proper chemical formula. But today we're going to be doing a covalent bond. And I said this in my other video. I'm going to say it in this video again. The most important step to know is the first step. Am I naming a covalent molecule or an ionic compound? And to do that, you need to know whether something is a metal and a nonmetal or a metal and nonmetal. Wait, did I say that right? You need to know which one you're dealing with. A covalent bond is a nonmetal and a nonmetal, which means these are the set of rules that we are going to use that we're going to talk about right here. If it is a metal and a nonmetal, then you need to go to a different video because that video is a different set of rules. All right. So let's talk about this one right here. All right. Some of these are one way of these is really easy. The other one is a little bit more challenging. All right. So chemical formula. You go from the chemical formula to its chemical name. All you need to do. So step one. All right. Is you need to add IDE. Add the suffix. Suffix means it goes at the end of the word. Add IDE to the second nonmetal. So for example, here I have nitrogen and oxygen. That's the second one. So oxygen becomes oxide. So what I have right here is nitrogen oxide. All right, I'm going to leave myself a little space here because I know what's coming. Nitrogen oxide. The second step, when we are dealing with covalent bonds, is we need to add the appropriate prefix. All right, so now we added a suffix. Now we're going to add a prefix based on the number of atoms there are. So second step is to add prefixes to both. All right, what that means here is I have this right here. All right, we'll kind of show this in class here. All right, I'll have this available and we'll kind of take notes on it. All right, if you want to take want to pause real quick and kind of put this in a side column, go right ahead. Pause. Okay, good. All right, now you can copy this down here. All right, so I have to add the prefixes. These go at the beginning of the word. So nitrogen, we have two nitrogens. So two means di. So that means we have dinitrogen. And we have three oxygen atoms. Three is for tri. So what we have there is dinitrogen trioxide. Dinitrogen trioxide. All right. Now there is one exception to that rule. I'm going to put it right here. A little star or a little asterisk. All right. You got to remove the prefix mono to the first nonmetal. All right, so I'll show you an example of that in a moment. All right, so let's do this again. All right, my prefixes here. All right, I'm going to add IDE to the second one. All right, we're going to do, here's water, but it's chemical, or it's more fancy chemical name. We have hydrogen. Oxygen becomes oxide. All right. Oops. Give myself a little bit more space. I have 2 hydrogens. Dihydrogen. Prefix is mono, monoxide. It'd be 2, or it wouldn't be 2 O's. The 2 O's would combine, and we have dihydrogen monoxide. All right. So let's do this one here. This one here, we have carbon and oxygen. Get a lot of oxygens on this one. Need to do that. Oh well. We have carbon, oxide. All right. Now here's where this is where this special rule comes in, because the first one we have 1 carbon, so that would be mono. Right? And then 2 oxygens, which means dioxide. All right? But this extra rule right here, remove the mono to the first nonmetal. Notice this one, here's the second nonmetal. That's okay. But if the name starts with mono, you actually remove it. All right? So this ends up being not monocarbon dioxide, but actually carbon dioxide. All right? Now, if I want to take that chemical name and go back, that's really, really straightforward. All right? First step, write the nonmetals. Their symbols. Step 2, add subscripts. That's that little number based on but the prefixes tell you that. So add subscripts. Based on prefixes. So in this case here, we have sulfur, which is S, fluoride, which is F, but we have disulfide, so we look at our chart again, right? Di means 2, we have the prefix penta, which means 5, right? So S2, that's a really bad 5, but, all right, F5. It's going to bother me. There we go. S2, F5. Those ones are pretty straightforward. All right. These ones aren't that bad either because you want to add prefixes. Now, here's the biggest mistake people are going to make. They're going to see, something like this, and they're going to add prefixes to every single molecule they see. Only for covalent. Only covalent molecules use prefixes. All right. Only covalent, which is a nonmetal, uses prefixes. Ionic, which is in the other video, does not use prefixes ever. So if you see something that has prefixes, it's a dead giveaway that is a covalent molecule. 2 nonmetals. Nonmetal, nonmetal, and thus we have prefixes. Nonmetal, nonmetal, thus we have prefixes. All right. The hardest part is not about doing covalent. The hardest part is not doing ionic. It is about knowing which set of rules to follow. All right, there's going to be plenty of practice you guys to do that. And it just takes practice. That's what it does. It takes practice. All right, otherwise, thank you for watching. Good luck, and may the science be with you.